Everyone, after 8 years, Sunderland are now finally back in the Premier League. Sunderland won the Championship playoff final on Saturday, 2-1, thanks to goals from Elias Mayenda and Tommy Watson. The game as a whole, I thought Sheffield United the better team for the first half, especially the first half an hour. But I think they got devoid of confidence really after the VAR call. Obviously, Tyrese Campbell put them in front after Anthony Patterson's pulled off one of the best saves I've seen. Like, watching a game live, it was fantastic save in the first minute of the game. Like from Kiefer Miller, which unfortunately we lost Lugo 9-4. I thought Chris Metten was okay, other than I thought he was a bit slow he couldn't keep up with Gustavo Hamer for Sheffield United's goal. It's a brilliant finish from Tyrese Campbell. Give him credit where credit's due. The VAR call, you're going to sit there and moan about it if you're from a Sheffield United point of view. But ultimately, I think the referee got it right. But I ain't going to say that because I'm a Sunderland fan. Other people will say it differently. But I think from then, I don't know if it was just because of the history at Wembley, Sheffield United players and fans thought the game was only going to go one way and it ended up in a Sunderland win because they looked devoid of confidence after that. They stopped making as much noise as what they were. Obviously, the goal silenced the Sunderland supporters, but a section of us still tried. But obviously, it's hard when you're battling that, because I felt Sheffield United fans, up until that VAR call, were quite loud. But after that, they got a bit cagey and a bit quiet. And that's where the game went from after that. We had a half chance from Mayenda and a volley from Rigg, which didn't really test anyone, but it was a half chance. But I thought second half, I don't know what was said at half time, but I thought Sunderland were the much better team in the second half. I know people say we did nothing up to 77 minutes. Sheffield United only got gifted one chance in that second half. And that was when Dennis Serkins had a brain fart and Patterson had to pull him out the shit with an outstanding save. Other than that, it was all Sunderland, really. In my opinion, it was all Sunderland. We didn't have many chances, yes, but that was just where the game was. We kept trying to unlock the Sheffield United defence. It wasn't like we were on the back foot and Sheffield United were attacking us. We were attacking them. We kept pushing Sheffield United back. We just couldn't create that one chance. And it was only when he changed his formation to 4-4-2, when he took Rigg, Mundell and Neil off and he brought on Roberts, Isidore and Watson on, that we did. In our best move of the game, obviously got us our equalising goal. People talk about Watson's finish, and I will in a minute, but that pass from Pat to Roberts is absolutely phenomenal. It sounds silly to say, if that's Kevin De Bruyne passing that to Erling Haaland, it gets talked about in Sky Sports until the end of time. It's an unbelievable pass. And I think it was right on the Sky Sports, the first time Elias Mayenda has actually pulled off onto Jack Robinson. His first touch and his finish is exceptional. Because he's got to get in early because Cooper's in no man's land really for how good the pass is. It leaves Cooper on one side of his goal, so it leaves one goal get massively open. And it's an unbelievable finish. And it sent everyone from the Sunderland end into pandemonium, jumping all over. My mate ended up vertically. I don't know how the fuck he's managed to do that. It was just unbelievable. And I think from after that, it was all Sunderland. I think Sheffield United, really, they cracked under the pressure, really. I thought there was only ever going to be one team that was going to be winning. It was going to be Sunderland. Then obviously you had that Trey Hume tackle, which lifted the whole Sunderland fans as well, when he sent Bertrand Diaz back to Nottingham. And remember, he's English and not Chilean. And it was just, I always thought, I said to me mate, it was about 91 minutes when he put 7 minutes up, we're going to score here. I felt the same kind of emotions for the semi-final against Coventry. I thought we were going to score. And obviously, Kiefer Miller's played that wayward pass and it went to Watson. And you don't realise it at the time because obviously they say the ball go on the back of the net and you go wild and everything like that. But when you watch it back, it is a phenomenal finish. It gives Michael Cooper's a tall keeper. And he's arguably, other than James Trafford, he's been the best goalkeeper in the division this year. And he gives him absolutely no chance. It's an unbelievable finish. And obviously, I had tears. Everyone around me had tears because it means so much to us. And Sheffield United probably say the same. It means exactly the same as them. But for the hurt we've been through since the 8 years of come out of the Premier League, you've had managers come here who, some of them tried, but they're all way out the depth. And there's some managers who shouldn't be nowhere near this football club. Phil Parkinson's, for example. Yes, he's done well at Wrexham, but he's got the good financial partner at Wrexham to get them up that league. He's dull and boring football, going away to Gillingham and drawing 0-0 and going, that's a good result, that. Then you've got Lee Johnson's fucking bullshit that comes out of his mouth when he talks about Sharks eating on a Monday. Then it's just like getting beat off Fleetwood away, getting beat off Gillingham away, not being able to fucking beat a Joey Barton managed team in League One, and you have all that hurt, and you have all them down times. It makes Saturday so much more special. It's arguably the best day of my life, one of the best weekends of my life, because it was just like after the game, we went down to the Arch, which was just off Wembley Way, and you blink and it was 5-11 and you're on the way home, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I think if we went down the first place and went straight back up, I don't think it means as much. This might, to Sunderland supporters, I don't think it means as much. I think it becomes expected where we've had that much hurt, where like we've now getting a team and a manager and the above stuff right to an extent where we've finally got our football club back. And yes, people have wrote us off already for next season. Say they're going to need to spend because our squad's not capable enough of competing in the Premier League, which I'll get on towards when I eventually do a Premier League season preview. We've been wrote off all season in the Championship with the same squad of players. It's like when we were fighting for the, as I said in my last video, we got wrote off in the automatic promotion hunt. Even when we were top of the league, people didn't expect Sunderland to keep pushing. And to an extent, they were right. We did fall off. And when we had that run at the end of the season where we lost 5 on the bounce, and we had Coventry in the semi-final, who were the informed team going into the playoffs. They're not going to get past Coventry. And we did. Then when obviously Sheffield United beat Bristol City 6-0, people was like, oh, Sheffield United's got this in the bag because they went and beat Bristol City 6-0. And they finished third. And you had people coming out saying whichever team finishes third's got the playoffs sewn up. And we were wrote off before a ball was kicked. A couple of others, don't get me wrong, did give Sunderland credit and said it was going to be a tight game. But we got the job done. So all I'll say is these people keep writing Sunderland off, please. Because this squad of players likes to prove people wrong, as it's shown this season, and I hope it does next season. Am I going to say these people are going to be right at the end of the season? I'm going to be wrong? Who knows? But just keep writing us off, and we'll keep proving you wrong. That's all I need to say about this football club. It was just unbelievable. I could sit here for 4 hours and talk about how I feel, how much it means to me. But a lot of people still feel the same. That's why there were so many tears, so much jubilation, so many fun memories made this weekend because of the end result and how much it means to people. And it was just what it was. If I could bottle it, it'd be nothing better. I could keep going looking back at Tommy Watson going and how I felt in that moment, and it makes us feel joy, and it's just unbelievable. So that's the Championship season coming to an end, and it's ended in the way every Sunderland fan. Did we expect it? Tongue in cheek, nope. But are we elated that it's happened? Of course we are, and we've got a summer to look forward to, I suppose. And we get to go toe to toe, hand to hand with the big boys next year. Next week I'll come out with my review of this season, like me player of the season, XYZ next week. Then the week after that, it's full steam at the Premier League. I know we're going to have 8 weeks off. I'm not going to disappear over these 8 weeks. I'm still trying to get at least one video out a week. I'll think of something to put out. And keep watching. Thank you for all your support this season. I hit 100 subscribers on yesterday, and I was buzzing with that, even though it seems so little compared to everybody else. Thank you for all your likes, your views, your comments, your engagements. Thank you to any opposition side who have gotten in touch and give me their side of things. Thank you to Graham and the What the Thought lads as well for just giving us the opportunity to go on there last year, which is why I slowed down on this and been supportive in my decision to come back on here. Thank you to every single person that's come on this journey with me to the Premier League. Thank you for all the good times that we've made this season. All the lads, I really, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. I hope you're still enjoying your bank holiday Monday. If you're still on the drink, big up, yeah. Sunderland are back in the Premier League. How are the lads?